It was a normal Monday morning. I had 4 clients set up for appointments. I was on my third client when I basically lost all function on the left side of my body. I tried to walk it off. I called my wife, told her that I didn't feel very well. She was like, maybe just come home. Drove straight home. I was like 8 minutes away from home, so I got home immediately. Still wasn't feeling well, so I immediately started calling my doctors because I was kind of like scared, like, wow, this is like 30 minutes have went by and I have no function on the left side of my body. And from describing it to my doctors, they immediately were telling me, like, Craig, you're having a stroke. You had a stroke. You need not to drive. You need to get to the hospital, call an ambulance. Once the doctors were able to get my blood pressure down, we were able to have conversations, and they started educating me on, diet, exercise. Once I had the stroke and I was back in the shop working, I believe things just happened for a reason. A client of mine came in, Wes, and we're always just having conversations about jobs, what we're passionate about, and he was telling me about his role with the American Heart Association, and I was like, you know what? I need to help. I want to help. And he was like, you can help. Let's think of some ways that you can help. So I believe he did some brainstorming, and a couple months later, opportunity came up for us to have Mercy College students in the barbershop. Obviously, I think that high blood pressure is very common in my demographic. And the clients, at first it was like, the clients were like, oh, we're getting blood pressure. Like, nobody really wants to be told that their health is not in the best shape. But then, after talking with clients, and they said, you know what, you're right, Craig. We need to know if our blood pressure is high. If our blood pressure is high, we need to be doing something with it. Because, like, all of us have family, kids, stuff, people that we want to be there for, that we need to be there for, and we want to be there for. So people started actually looking forward to Mercy coming in, like, hey, when are they coming back? I need to check my blood pressure. It was high last time they came.
Mercy College was approached several years ago, to partner with American Heart Association to bring blood pressure testing into African American barbershops. This is an initiative that is actually nationwide. And the point of that is the people who frequent the African American barbershops are at high risk for hypertension because of their ethnicity. And science does not understand why. That's just a fact. Hypertension is the silent killer. And oftentimes the first indication that you have hypertension is your heart attack or your stroke. And if we can take the blood pressure, find out there's hypertension, then we can intervene. We can say, can you do this or do that to lower your blood pressure? We really want to get people to their doctor to be monitored. We have had probably 5 people that we have made urgent referrals for. Some of them they could wait and go see their doctor within the next 24 hours. One we sent to the hospital. Obviously we can't make them go, but we know that person went to the hospital. Taking blood pressure is not as simple as it sounds. There is a technique to it, and we need to make sure that the students have plenty of practice. When the students go into the hospitals are getting real high tech with blood pressure, and they have machines. And so taking that blood pressure manually is not something our students get practice with. And so having the opportunity to go to the barbershop and have to take it manually is excellent. We have an instructor with them at all times. If they need to have that blood pressure checked, if they're going, am I hearing it right? That instructor is there. It's also important for the student to do the teaching. We're raising that awareness with the family that this is important, and everybody in the family needs to have it checked. That's really our outcomes. It's raising awareness.
The number one thing that I would want people to know is that, blood pressure high blood pressure is very serious. It can kill you. You might not have symptoms. So you need to get your regular checkups. You need to watch your diet. It could affect you directly. It could affect your family members directly. It could affect your friends directly. It affected me. I never thought before that it would affect me directly, but it did. So for me, supporting the American Heart Association is so important because what their research provides, what they lives may be saved. It may be your brother, your sister, your life may be saved because of their research, because of their information, because of the work that they do. To me, it's like legacy building. It's like being a reverse tornado. I'm always trying to build everything up in my path, and I believe the American Heart Association has that same mindset, just building people, helping people, and that's what I'm about. So that's why I believe in the American Heart Association.